So hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. So in case you want to know why we are a little bit of rush here, and especially if you see a little bit of incorrect date there, it's because I'm a little bit of rushing. I need to get this live as soon as possible, and it should not be problem. Should not be a problem. So let me try go here. Okay, and let me come up with reassignment here. You will see soon. Okay, so oh, okay, so that's a little bit of empty. If I replace it, you will see. Jing jing. So this is the new one. Yeah, jing jing. So it's good. We we can go live right now. Okay. So sorry for a little bit of rush here. I hope it's okay, and I guess we can go with the live. So hello everybody, and good morning here from Sarawak, from Borneo. It's 7:35, 38, 39 a.m. here on 11th of May 2026 on Monday. So today it's going to be the launch of the Long March 7 rocket. That one is basically a two stages rocket. Okay, in comparison to the 7A. 7A is basically basically an additional third stage. So it's pretty much logical why it's looking that why it's looking slightly stubborn, slightly smaller in comparison to the 7A, but otherwise it's pretty much almost identical. But I find it so. Hello everybody, and good morning here. I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today for the launch of the Long March 7 rocket that will carry the Tiangong. Sorry, not Tiangong. Sorry, what am I talking about? That will be carrying Tianzhou 10 to the cargo resupply spacecraft to the Tiangong space station, sometimes even called as China space station, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. And for this mission, if I remember, it's going to carry around, I have the reference here. It will carry nearly 6,300 kilograms of supplies. Okay, and usually primarily it consists tons of essential items. It could have been water, to drink. It could have also been for the oxygen gases, and for the breathing inside the not international space station. What I'm talking about? For breathing inside the Tiangong space station. It could have also been food supplies as well, tons of other stuff as well, whatever important there. And also for this mission, this one will be used to support the not only the current Shenzhou-23, if I remember. Also, it's going to be Shenzhou-24 as well. That one will be coming soon. Okay, for the on-orbit life and work. And obviously, there's also going to be new EVA suits there. Okay, the extravehicular activities suits for doing any kinds of activities around the international. Sorry, what I'm talking about. Sorry, because there's some kind of inertia there to carry it around the missions around the Tiangong space station. If they want to do any kinds of activities surrounding the Tiangong space station, aka outside of it, they can use the suits there. And for this mission, it's going to include over the 220 items or sets of cargo related to astronaut systems, and also for the space station system as well. For the Tiangong cargo spacecraft system, whatever application missions, as well as 700 kilograms of propellant to do some kind of the orbital adjustment for the Tiangong space station. And and also they are also going to carry a space treadmill. Not very specific what space treadmill is it, because that's the only best information that I can find so far. And also they will be carrying six experimental payloads or scientific experimental payloads that will be totaling around the approximately 280 kilograms as well. And for this mission, it will also be used for the space science experiments in microgravity environments that they will be focusing on fluid physics and also cutting edge aerospace technologies that and so far, according to the official mission here, this will be the largest number of uphill payloads that will be carried since the Tiangong space station's construction began. And also for the Tianzhou 10, for this mission, in comparison to the previous mission of the Tianzhou spacecraft mission, where it only can be orbited around 9 to 10 months at maximum, Tianzhou 10 will be able to remain in orbits around 12 months or around 1 year. Could be slightly exceeding as well, or exceed whatever is it. And also for this Long March 7 rocket, in this time, it's going to carry some new improvements, but there's going to be one important module that will be carried around. It's called Bian I don't know if I properly pronounce it. I'm pretty sorry. Maybe I mess up this Mandarin or Chinese or whatever. I'm pretty sorry. I don't know how to 100% pronounce it, but this is the best that I can get. Bianku or Bianchu, I don't know. But its pronunciation is Bian Que. So that's the pronunciation. This one is the onboard fault diagnosis and also handling system. That this system, it actually can help the rocket to achieve, according to this official, how do I say, description. It says it can help the rocket to still achieve the safe, reliable, and also intelligent flight system in case of the engine failure. Let's just say if one of the rocket engines suddenly goes blam, it's just suddenly just turns off. It still can achieve that using the module, using the sensors on board the system itself. For this one, it will be for the for this one will be also used sort of like a prototype testing also as well for the technological foundation for the next generation of the Long March rockets as well. And yeah, from these main functions, it has three here: fault diagnosis, trajectory replanning, and also guidance and altitude control configuration. And yeah, it's going to receive flight status parameters, usually such as position, velocity, attitude. I mean, yeah, I think it should mention altitude. Yeah, position, velocity, altitude, and overload from the control systems. And also, it's going to perform information fusion and provides scientific diagnostic results. And usually it can be detected as soon as around hundreds of milliseconds, usually under 1 second as well. Okay, and that's it. That's the only best thing that I can give a little bit of summary as well. So yeah, sorry for a little bit of long there, but I hope uh, you can you can handle this as well. And rather than me just talking around, why not we just go around with the stream, shall we? And this is it. This one is straight out from the CGTN, basically Chinese state media live stream as well. So yeah, if so yeah, it is what it is. But I can try go with the yeah, with the sound. If it's okay, I'll do. Okay, let me turn off so you can hear.
Science and technology experiment, as we also talk about it in the
Okay, so
vacuum
I
environments.
think
We can also verify some of
okay,
our
so I
experiments.
think
As we
this is
just
a little
mentioned
bit
that
okay.
for the Tianzhou
That's a little bit
10
too high, but
cargo
should be good.
spacecraft, we will also stay in
All right.
orbit for about like 12 months.
Mm.
as it enter into a vacuum
Okay,
space,
so
and also it
done.
has to
It's
endure a
okay.
very high and low temperature for the sun. For example, in a very high temperature, it will up
And
to
as
like
you can
100
see on
Celsius
the left
degree.
side is
But
the
if you
Long March
move to the
7
backside of the
rocket.
sun,
That one is
and then
still
the temperature
in
is
the fueling
extremely low,
process.
and
Okay.
then it will
And
provide a lot
from
of
what you
the
can see on
conditions
the
to
left side there
conduct a lot of
is
the
the
scientific experiments
straight
in
up live view
orbit.
from the Hainan Island,
And
from
of
the
course, as just
Wenchang
mentioned that
space
for
launch
this
site
the cargo
located
spacecraft can
around
also
the
bring
launch
in,
complex
bring back
201
some of the
201. Okay,
trash in the space
LC
and burns
201.
all of this trash
Okay,
in the
and as you can
atmosphere.
see, it's still fueling
And
up.
also for the cargo spacecraft, it will
And
also
not
bring
only
in
is just fueling up, but as
propellants.
well,
And
if
also
you can
this time,
see,
we are also
there
mentioned
is
that
also
for the
the liquid
Tianzhou-10,
oxygen
we also
venting
bring
there
the
as well.
new
Not only oxygen
extravehicular
venting, if I remember,
spacesuit and
also
also the space treadmill.
also kind of
And
the chilling
it
of the
also bring
rocket
in
engine
some of the
stages as well.
cargoes, some of
So
the daily
so by the time
supplies,
it
the
actually
scientific
properly can
experiment
ignite,
equipment, and also some of the spare
it can
parts
properly ignite
to
it
the space
well
station. I think
without
this
any
is also
cooling
a lot of
problem,
the
and also without
improvements
melting the rocket engines as well.
for this time's
And for
launch
this
mission.
mission, all of the rocket stages, two rocket stages, if I remember, is
And
the
this
Carolox
will also
propellant.
bring in some
The
of these
liquid
products and
oxygen is
also
the
the scientific
oxidizer,
items
and
into the China
the
space station.
super refined kerosene,
And
the
this time, after
RP1
the
rocket
cargo
propellant one,
spacecraft into the space, it will
as the
have
fuel
also like a
itself
three
as well.
hour, a very three step, and
And
also
yeah,
the very fast rendezvous
that's
and the
basically in the
docking.
nutshell about this mission.
And in the past, we have the
And
6.5
inside
hours
the payload fairing as
docking
well is the
hours, and this time we are actually choosing
Tianzhou
the
10.
plan
Okay,
that is the 3 hour plan.
and just like I mentioned, that
And
that one
as we
is
just mentioned, that just like we are
that one
deliver the
almost
goods,
nearly that one is
just like delivery man,
literally
if we can
almost
receive the goods much
6.3
faster,
metrics of
that
tons
would
as
be a
well.
very like good
Okay,
news
that will be carrying
for the customers.
six
So,
scientific
and this is the
experimental
same
payloads
for our
for the
astronauts. They would like to
microgravity
receive
space
some of
science
the cargoes and the
experiments,
goods as soon as
also
possible.
one
And if we choose
and
this
also
like
one
3 hour
extravehicular activities.
docking
Oh yeah.
time, this will
Hello,
also help
Starship
us
to 1
to
million. Hello,
save
hello.
some of the
Welcome to this
energies
live stream. You are now currently watching
and the
here.
fuels.
Right now,
And
the
also
Long
for the
March 7
Tianzhou-10
rocket
cargo
that
spacecraft,
will
we
be
also
carrying
carry
Tianzhou
about
10
like
cargo resupply
700
spacecraft to
kilograms
the
of the
Tiangong space
propellants.
station. Hello, hello,
And
and
this
welcome.
time, as we improve
I'm
the
actually really
technologies,
glad
so
I
it
saw
can
you
help
right
us to
now.
shorten the
Thank
time
you.
for the docking. But also, it also poses some of the
So
challenges for
so
us
yeah,
to adjust the
thank you so much
position
for coming in.
of the China's space
I hope you
stations,
have a
because we
very
have to
great
make
day.
sure that the orbit and
And yeah,
also the
just for
docking
a little bit
point
of
is more accurate.
um
And this also could help us to
for a
see
little bit of
we are
good
making a lot
good
of
measure there.
progress
Yeah,
in the
I've already put in
aerospace
the live chat
undertakings.
as well.
And maybe in the
So
future,
yeah,
we will have a much
hello.
shorter time for the docking of the spacecraft with
And
the CSS.
yeah, just
So
to give
actually, we
you a
have a
little bit,
much faster
how do I say?
time, like a
Just to
two
resume what I
hour
want to say is
docking.
that
But this time, we're still
there's
choosing like
just like I
3.5
mentioned earlier
hours docking
as
time.
well, there is
So
going
what
to
is
be
the reason behind
one.
it?
Yeah, are you planning on live streaming the Long March 10B
We have
first
many
flight?
considerations.
Okay, this is a question by
First, as we
Starship to
just
1
mentioned,
million.
that
I
we
can
have to look
say
at the
it depends.
launch window.
If there's
So
unofficial
when
live
we are
stream,
evaluating the
I
time, the
might do
launch
that. But
window,
also another one
we have
condition is that
to find out the perfect
if I don't have
location
any kind of
and the docking
class
point between
courses
the cargo
whatnot that
spacecraft and
day, I also will
together
try
with the
go stream.
CSS.
That's my best as well.
So first, we have to
Uh,
look at
so
the
so I can say, yeah,
CSS location,
probably
and also we have some
highly probably
surveying
will
and
go
the
stream with
mapping
that, unless
scenario. So I would
if
say the
there's a weird
3.5
problem
hour
coming
docking
in
is the
for whatever
perfect
reason.
timing for
Maybe
us
I
for the
cannot, but
docking
for
between
now
the spacecraft
I
and the
consider.
CSS.
So don't worry about
So
that.
right now we are still seeing that
I'll
we are
let you know
continue to
if I
add
can
the
stream.
propellant
You will see
for
it
the
straight
carrier rocket.
on the channel
Actually,
as
we
well. If you
came
don't see it
to
on the
the
channel, then it
Wenchang Launch
means
Center earlier.
I might
It
not
is
be
in
there. Or
perfect
let's say
condition.
if I do
Actually,
put
especially
on
in
the
the
live
Hainan
section,
province, we have many
let's just say I previously
commercialized
just put it there on
launch
the channel,
centers.
but for whatever reason I decided to just
And in the
unlist
future, we
the
will have
stream. It
more
means
like
that I
carrier
cannot do that.
rockets to be
I
launched
cannot
in
stream that day.
Wenchang.
So basically that's
And
the
because this
only
place
way
is
you want to
perfect
know.
for the launch of the carrier
Just watch out
rocket,
on the live
because in this
section.
place, it
Maybe
is
some exception
very
is
close
like what I'm doing currently right now, where I just suddenly go live stream on this
to the
launch.
launching
But
phenomena
is
is
what it
very
is
close to
because
the
I tried to process this one, this
equator,
in my thought. I
and
tried
you
to
can see
process the
that
night
around the
this, and
world,
I think
for
about,
all of the
well,
different launching
would the
centers,
launch
they
actually
are
happen or
located
not? So I just
in
like,
a very
okay,
near
maybe
place to
I'll
the
just put it
equator.
just in
And
case.
this will help us to
I
launch
mean,
all of these carrier
mostly
rocket
not
much
unlisted.
faster.
I just actually just made this stream
This can help us
just
to
today.
save
You know,
some of the
just few
energies when
minutes
we are
before this
launching
stream,
the
and
rockets.
then when I see, okay, there is
And we have to
this live
also
stream,
to
so I
consider
just
the speed of the
immediately just
rotation of
do
the
it right
Earth.
away.
So as we all know that
So
we
you
when
can say,
we are
yeah,
launching the carrier
just to
rocket, we have
answer your
to
question, TLDR,
ensure the security
if
of
I
the
can,
launch,
I'll do that. If there's an
and also
official,
we
I
set
if
up
there's an
different
official
cameras
live
to
stream
monitor
and
the
I don't have any kind
positions
of
of the
class
carrier
that day,
rocket.
then
And
I can
if
do
the
it.
rocket failed, and then it will
Maybe the
help
only
us to
exception is
like
that if it's
collect the rocket
I have
pieces.
class like I said early on, or second,
So just now we
maybe
are talking
if it's
about the
not in a
docking, and
very
now we will go back
convenient
on
time. Let's
site.
just say, for example, if it's around Saturday in my time, it's not like Saturday night. Maybe yeah, maybe s- maybe if it's not Saturday night, usually I cannot go live stream. Usually from Friday night until Saturday night. Usually I just try my best to embargo myself from trying to stream, even though I like it. But at the end of the day, I need to go to church and whatnot, and I need to give myself a little bit of rest. So it is what it is.
Dear viewers, good morning. So right now I'm also very close to the
Oh, right.
Wenchang Launch Center. So pretty soon we will see the Long March 7 rocket will carry the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft to the China space station. So 5 kilometers away now you can see the launch tower for the Tianzhou-10
Mm,
cargo spacecraft. And this time for the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft, you carry 6.2 tons of the uplink cargo, and also to plan to stay in orbit for about like 12 months. And also the total weight is about 5.2 tons, and also it will
yeah.
carry the weight of about like 700 kilograms of the propellant. And also it will carry some of the payloads. And you can see that as we increase the payload for the carrier rocket, it can
Okay.
also pose a lot
So
of
I've already
challenges and
make it a little
requirements
bit
for the
official
safety.
there. Yeah.
So for the
We are
Tianzhou-10, we
still
have a
filling
huge
in.
amount of the testing,
Okay.
and for
So
example,
any
testing
more
the
kind of
communications,
question,
and
you can
also
just
we
put it there
check the
on the live chat
environment for the
because
launch
for sure I
areas
still can
to
answer it,
ensure
you
that
know.
even though we carry more payload for the carrier rocket, and then we can launch the carrier rocket successfully. And
Okay.
also we are preparing a lot of the contingency plan
Okay.
to
So
ensure
for
the
now they
successful
are still
launch of
preparing
the carrier rocket.
for
We
this mission.
evaluate the risks
And need
and
to
also
remind
try to
you
resolve all of
this
these
rocket is two
challenges.
stages, or
And on site,
specifically I
we're
can tell you this is
seeing that
basically
this
like
time,
two
so for
stages
the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft, it also carry some of the
with the side boosters there. So yeah.
daily supplies, and
Oh,
also some
and
of
also
the
another question.
low
Starship to 1 million
temperature
said, have you
scientific
seen New
samples.
Glenn NG3?
So we
Yes,
have
I do.
to
I
ensure
do.
that
You can actually
for
refer back
some
to
of
my live
these
stream.
low
I actually do
temperature
it. But TLDR, from what I
samples
know,
can be
the
transported
first stage
to the
booster
space
landing
in
actually
less than
successfully
like
done.
0.5
But what
hours.
happened on the on the upper
So we
stage,
will see
if I
that this
remember,
is a
in the
like a breakthrough for our
preliminary
major
orbit,
technical
it does
upgrades and
its job
improvements.
pretty well. But what happened is that it did not
So for
ignite
also
the
some of these
upper
like
stage, the
samples will be sent to
BE3U
the space, and this will
rocket
also
engines.
help
It did
us to
not
do
ignite
some of the
properly,
space science and the
or let's just
technology
say it
experiments.
didn't relight itself back for the second time.
We all
So
know that for China,
so
we
the
have
mission
sent a number of
unfortunately
the
were
cargo
declared
spacecraft
as
into the China space
unsuccessful
station.
for
This
the
also bringing a lot of the conveniences to
Bluebird
the
7. So
China
yeah,
space station and
unfortunately
also
it's
the
not, it
technonauts.
doesn't
So we
work
will
that
say
way.
that for the Tianzhou 10
For
cargo
it doesn't
spacecraft,
work
it's just like a delivery
it
guide.
doesn't work
So
very
in
well
such
for
a
both Blue
vibrant May,
Origin and also
we are about to
for ST Space Mobile. So yeah,
experience another
it looks
miracle
like
for the
they have
launch of
to
the cargo
plan
spacecraft
at least for
into the
the
space.
at least for the ST Space Mobile, they have to come up with another solution then,
So this time we are
just to
seeing that
cover it
it
as
is
well.
not
But
just the launch of
in
the cargo
comparison,
spacecraft, it is also
from
a
what I can tell,
significance
the
for
Bluebird,
about the launch
they just
of the
only needs
mission, and also
around
it can also shows the
80 to
national
90,
rejuvenation.
90 satellite constellations only just to make it operational. So that's a good thing in comparison to if you try to see, like, for example, if you see, like, let's just say, typically most of the internet satellite constellation company, it doesn't matter. It can come from SpaceX with their Starlink. It can come up with the Amazon Leo, uh, Amazon Leo with their, well, with their satellite constellations. This one is just to name a few. In comparison, that's actually pretty generous. And at least we don't try to speedrun Kessler syndrome if you have little satellites to be launched as much as possible. So yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, to answer your question, I do actually see New Glenn NG3 flight, but it's not successful on the second stage. And that one actually happens after the live stream. Yeah, after the live stream. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It should not happen, but it is what it is, I guess. Such a life, especially when it comes out about the aerospace related stuff. Oh, I think they are a little bit of, oh, what's happening? That's actually
The
pretty.
Tianzhou 10 cargo spacecraft, I
Okay,
just
okay.
mentioned that for the Tianzhou series of the cargo
Okay, okay.
spacecraft has
I thought,
continued
what's
to bring
happening
in
there?
goods into the space and also bring a lot of the conveniences for the scientific research and technology experiments. As we just mentioned for many times, for the cargo spacecraft, it is a very important part for the development for the future's the Chinese space station. So right now, we all know that we have this like larger scale of the cargo transport the capacity, and in the future, we will continue to improve the transport capacity. And because in the future, we would like to explore more possibilities in the deep space, and also we would like to bring in more like supplies into the space. So first about
Yeah,
the
so
capacity, and the second
Starship
is
to
the
1
quality
million
of the
sat here.
supplies we
Hopefully
bring
NG4 goes
into the
well. Yeah.
space.
So I hope the NG4
And
missions
also we have to
goes well,
consider the cost and
because
also the
if I
frequency
have to be very
of
honest,
the launch of
New
the
Glenn rocket is
spacecraft.
personally one of my favorite rocket as well.
So
Super,
right now, so for
it's
every
not
one
like
year, we would
super
like
heavy or
to
maybe
put in to send the
heavy
one
rocket,
cargo
something like that. Yeah,
spacecraft into the
but
space. But
it's personally
in
one
the
of my
future, we
favorite
will
rockets as well
continue to see whether we can carry more
after
goods and
LVM3
supplies
from ISRO as well.
into the
And
space
LVM3
station.
practically a spiritual
For
successor
example, we
to
all know that we don't have
Titan
like
3
enough fresh
slash
fruits into the
Titan
space,
4 as well.
and the people are very
And yeah,
concerned that maybe in the future we can
that's also one
increase
of
the
my favorite
frequency
rocket as
for
well.
the launch of
And
the
also with the
spacecraft, and also we
Delta
have
4
to collect some of the
rocket family
scientific
rocket
samples, for
as well.
example, send
Also one of
into
my
the
favorite.
orbit and the space
And also
centers.
Ariane 5. Ariane 5
And also we are considering
is
like for
also one of
some
my
of the
favorite
cargo
rocket
spacecraft,
till this
maybe they're
day.
in low cost
Pretty
for the
expensive, pretty
launch,
powerful,
and of course
but
we
I
have to
say
consider the
more.
recycling aspect for the launch of the
But I can
spacecraft.
say it's a legendary as well.
So we all know that
Legendary of the mission. And yeah, Falcon 9,
in the
I can
space it
say
is in the vacuum
i- i-
situation, and
I can
also
say
we have to
also
ensure
kinda one of my
that we have a very
one of
very
my
good
favorite rockets
endurance
as well.
of the cargo
But eventually
spacecraft.
when you saw the launches too many, sometimes you get
And if we can
a little
send
bit fatigued
sufficient
there. But
scientific samples into the
it's not
space,
like in a bad
it
way.
can
It's just
help the
like
scientists
why
to
there's
do
too much
more in
launches of
space.
this.
And also we can bring back some of the
I
samples
hope I
from the
get that
space
message
to the
well
ground
there.
to continue our
It's not
scientific
me
experiments.
saying hating or
And of course, we
dislike
have to
Falcon 9
explore
rocket.
more
No.
possibilities
I
to
actually like
launch
it.
the cargo
Okay, and
spacecraft
I
in
do
different areas
cover
and
about it
different
from
places in the space,
usually not really from time
and
to
to
time. Yeah,
ensure
it
the
consider
transport
as
capacity
from time to time
for
at this
the
point,
cargo
but
spacecraft. I would say all of this,
it's
it is
it's
our
one of the
future
most
direction. Once
frequent
again,
rocket
thank
that
you
I
very
actually
much
covered
for
so far
joining
in my
us.
in this channel
And we
history.
are continue
Since the
to
beginning,
unveil the mystery of the
since
space.
the
So please stay tuned with
live
us. We
stream
will wait
commencement
for
of
the
my
launch
channel
of the
around
Tianzhou 10 cargo
February
spacecraft.
2025. Yeah, in fact, if you see from the third live stream that I did, where I finally did it private. It's not like privately. It's more like since I did it much more regularly. Yeah, Falcon 9 is basically one of the rockets that I most very frequently go live stream as well. But yeah, but this day I'm a little bit off picky which Falcon 9 rocket usually I will try to stream. Yeah, because there's too many, and also because Starlink launches these days is not as exciting as what it used to be. So usually I just put it mostly on the, how do I say, mostly something that I will only going to stream once in a while, not something I'll do every day or whenever it has launches like every few days. But again, this is not in bad way. Falcon 9 is one of the GOAT rockets, greatest of all time rocket as well. You know, and also one of the rocket that I can say actually sparks a lot of innovation, especially with the reusability. I mean like even the reusability kind of stuff. That one is actually not only long debated, but before that, it's previously like, how do I say, in some ways it's sort of like the back in the people's mind. It's like imagine like the sea uh the Delta Clipper, something like that, and also with the space shuttle. That's basically what people used to think back in the day about the reusability. In reality, we are not talking about the science fiction, but yeah, since but this day, if especially if you know about the early history about the Falcon 9 rocket, and I think you Starship to 1 million might also be very much aware about this background as well. If I remember, even the Falcon 9 rocket with the nine rocket engines on the first stage, if I remember, they also at one point accidentally proved a point why Falcon 9 really need why Falcon 9's idea with the nine rocket engines actually turns out to be a blessing in disguise as well. Not blessing in disguise. It's like really really is actually a blessing as well. Because if I
So right
remember,
now you can
there is
see for the
one
three layers of
notable
the
mission. If I remember,
launch platform has been
which
unfolded.
CRS is it?
So right
I need
now
to
it
go
is the
find
last
this
minute for
again.
adding the propellant for the Long March
Let me
7
go.
carry rocket.
Let
Now
me see.
when we
Falcon
turn into
9.
the headquarters, now you can see all the stuff are ready. And pretty soon we are seeing the countdown for the launch of the Long
Hmm.
March 7
Let me
carry
see,
rocket. We have like
because I
12
do
minutes to
remember this
go
thing
for the
actually
launch.
happens back then.
So about the 400 kilometers away from us, now
Hmm.
you can see for the
Okay, Falcon 9.
2021, the three
Hmm, I
technonauts,
need
they are
to
ready to
because I
receive
need to
the
find the
Tianzhou-10
engine
cargo
out.
spacecraft. So right now for the Shenzhou-21 has been staying in the space for 190 days. So after the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft enter
Yeah, I need
into
to
the
see
space station, and then
which
they will
mission
unpack some of the packages.
actually happens where the one of the
So
rocket
right
engines.
now the
Yeah, the
Tianzhou-10
CRS one.
cargo
Yeah,
spacecraft is
CRS one.
about to be launched in less than
CRS
10
one is
minutes.
basically the mission
So
where
Tianzhou is
SpaceX
very close to the
accidentally
Wenchang launch
proved that
center, and we have a
that the
huge amount
philosophy
of
of
people they are
many rocket
gathering
engines
in
on
the
the first
Tianzhou
stage
one.
turns
They
out
are
not to be a
waiting
bad
for the
idea,
launch
actually.
of the
Yeah,
carrier
even though it's a
rocket. So
partial
now we would like
success
to
mission, yeah,
connect to one of
unfortunately,
our reporters.
but
Can you tell us
fortunately,
more
it does
about the
actually prove
situation
that
there?
the architecture of making making a lot of rocket
So
engines on the
two
first
hours
stage
ago,
turns
when
out
we
to be
first
actually very
arrived
good.
here,
So
now you
the
can see
missions
we
can
have
still be
so many
done,
people waiting
even
here.
though
At that time, we're
something's
still very
weird's
dark,
happening.
and now you can see there are many
Technically, you
people
still can
gathering here.
achieve
They are waiting
orbits,
for
even though
the
you have to use
launch
a
for the
little bit more
Tianzhou-10 cargo
propellants or
spacecraft.
whatnot. But
Now
well,
on
it
the
is what it
beach,
is.
now you can see we have more
So yeah.
visitors coming here. We also have a lot of the aerospace fans. They are coming here to wait for the launch. And each time when we have a launch mission, we will have a huge group of people coming here and to watch the launch of the rockets.
All right.
because just a few
So
kilometers away, we
yeah,
can see
and also at the
clearly
same time,
about the
if you see me a little bit
launch
of
tower.
sluggish
So
this
from
morning,
this
I can
angle,
say
actually, you can
I'm
see that we have
I'm actually a little
the
bit sorry here.
complex very clear
See, seriously,
to
I
our
feel a
audience.
little bit of
So in
sluggish
this place, we have the
because
beach. We also have
how
people
do I say,
coming here.
my
They are
sleep
waiting
my
for the
sleep
launch
pattern
from
is
the carrier
basically, it's not
rocket.
like a sleep
So I
pattern,
would
it's more
say
like,
this is a
I don't
very
know how my
grand
body is literally
festival for
reacting
both the
on sleep
aerospace
with
undertakings and also
T minus
for
10
our
minutes
local
and
people.
counting into the
So
launch.
here it is quite visible and also it
And
is
you can
very
see
cool. It is
on
about
the
like
left side is
26
the
to
crowd
27 Celsius
cheering for the
degree,
camera.
but still we can
While
feel
at
that
the
we
same
have a
time, if you
very
see
thick
around
cloud,
few kilometers, it could be
and we are
around
not sure
5 to 10 kilometers
whether
away
we can see very
from the
clear
launch
about the
pad.
trajectory of the carrier
Uh,
rocket,
on
but we
the
would say this is a
on the
perfect
right side is
condition for
the
the
Long
launch of
March
the carrier
7, still
rockets.
fueling,
So as we are coming close
still
to
fueling,
the
but
launch of
very,
the
very nearing to the
cargo
completion.
spacecraft, so
Yeah,
more and
hello,
more people
checking in
they are
for
coming
today, T minus
here.
10
They
minutes.
are waiting for
Yeah,
the launch of the
hello,
carrier
hello,
rocket.
lounge. I'm
So
very
when I
excited to
first
see
come
you
here
again.
today,
And
I
for
can see that
Starship,
not just Chinese
um,
people here, we
if I
also have
remember,
some foreigners coming here to
see
wait for the
you
launch of
too
the carrier
before. So
rocket.
hello,
Now they are
hello,
holding their mobile phones.
hello, checking
They
in.
all want to
And
capture
yeah,
the special
Starship.
moment for the launch for the carrier rocket.
Okay, so
So for the
Starship says here,
Tianzhou-10 cargo
yesterday I was
spacecraft
confused. There was
can
no
be
launch,
considered
but
as
hopefully it does launch this
the
time. Yeah,
world's most
hopefully,
capable
because
active cargo
that's also
spacecraft in
one of the
terms of
reason
the
why
cargo
I
transport
didn't
capacity.
why
So for the cargo spacecraft,
I actually
they will
being
bring
very
some of the daily
very, how do I
necessities
say,
for the technonauts, and also they
that's
will
why I'm
bring
very
in some
cautious
of the
when I
scientific
try to go
samples
live.
into the
That's why I just like
space
I
station.
just keep
And for the
my
Tianzhou-9,
my
it will
streams
also bring
just
back
there.
some of the scientific
So, yeah.
samples back to the ground. So now you can see that for some of the seeds of the corns has been grown locally in the Hainan province. And in Hainan province, not just corns, and also we have the seeds with other like
Mm.
agricultural products. So here, when coming here, we all want to wish a very successful launch of the
Yeah, so
Tianzhou-10 cargo
that's a little bit
spacecraft,
of funny
and also we
live
hope
chat
that
there.
more and more scientific achievements can bring more tangible benefits to our daily life. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
so
So on the
from what you
beach,
can
you can
see,
see
this is
that we
the
have like so many people. They are holding
okay.
the national flag, and also we are
If I
seeing
remember,
some of
this
the
is
corns
the
that is actually the
Shenzhou-23
seeds that coming back
crew
from the
here.
space station.
They are watching
Now
live
you can
from
see
the
that it's just
Tiangong
like a
space station.
carnival in this
Okay,
Shenzhou
where they
one,
are
and people are
carrying around.
celebrating for the launch of the cargo spacecraft. Now we are seeing the some of the footages from the
Okay,
Chinese
so
space station. So now you
where
can
they
see
are
that
listening
from these
in
like three technonauts,
directly
they
from
are
their
ready
headset
and
here,
ready to
from their
receive the
headphone.
packages
Yeah,
from the
so it is what it
Tianzhou-10
is.
cargo spacecraft. So from the screen, they are also checking on the status of the Tianzhou-10
Oh,
cargo
right.
spacecraft. So once again, I would like to give you some of the
Yeah, and also,
specifications
just
of
to
the
give you
Tianzhou-10
a
cargo
little bit stuff,
spacecraft.
what I want to say
So
about the
the
Falcon 9 as well.
launching
Falcon
weight
9
is
also,
about like
if I remember,
14
also
tons,
bring the
and the
grid fin
length is
practicability
10.6
bags
meters, consisting with the cargo
to the
module and also the
to the pedal
propulsion
as well.
module. So
Previously,
they
if you
also
see about
carry
the grid
about
fin
nearly
stuff, usually
6.2
it's
tons of
used
uplink cargos,
for the
and they plan
hypersonic
to stay in
uh,
about like
for the
12 months in
supersonic or
orbit of
hypersonic
durations. And also the
supersonic
total
or
weight is
hypersonic
about like
guided
5.2
missiles. But
tons, and
eventually,
also the
SpaceX decided they
this
just like
spacecraft also
they
carry
adapt
about
that
like
grid fin,
700 kilograms.
but repurpose it
And also for this
for
like
the
cargo spacecraft, we will
for the
also
landing
bring
burn
in the
and
new
whatnot.
extravehicular spacesuit and also the space
And
treadmill. So now I would like to
Starship to
tell you
1 million
more
said
about
here,
the new
I haven't seen
extravehicular spacesuit.
Juku 3
So
launch
for
for
the
a while.
new
Yeah,
space
I
suit
agreed. I
has
didn't
been
see that
improved.
launch
It is the
in a
usage
while too.
of this spacesuit.
Oh yeah, that one
Especially,
is
we can
the
see that its
extravehicular
operational lifespan
activities
has been extended
spacesuits there.
from 3 years and
If I remember,
15
this
EVAs
mission
to
also
4 years
going to
and
carry
20
another
EVAs. And also this
one
time you can
EVS suit
see
here,
some of the
which they will
improvements of the
which
performance. For
after this
example,
mission,
now you
if
can
it's
see it
properly
is
docked
more
into
flexible,
to
and
the
also you
Tiangong
have a
space
very good
station,
like
they
thermal
will finally have
comfort.
another as a
And the
spare as well,
Taikonauts
from
will
what I know.
experience
So
greater
yeah.
comfort and conveniences while wearing the suit, and also they can change the suit inside of the space station. And also for the new version of the extravehicular spacesuit, it can also make a lot of
Yeah.
the
So
improvements for the
okay,
human
you can
machine
see this.
interface
That's actually how
and
it
the
looks like.
operational safety. And this
Shenzhou
will bringing more
23.
like
Let me
greater
let me
comfort
confirm.
to the
Oh yeah,
astronauts.
yeah. Shenzhou
And
23 and
also for the cargo
24. That one is
spacecraft,
for the
also bringing in
planned mission.
a huge
What?
amount
Why am I
of
even
the
talking about?
scientific
So this current mission is the
samples.
Shenzhou 22. Huh? Is it?
So this time you can see that it has
Yeah.
carry about
Um, this
67
current mission is
items into
considered
the Tianzhou
Shenzhou
10 cargo
20
spacecraft.
22
And
slash
after all
20.
of these
Yeah.
items arrive in
Okay.
the
So
space
yeah,
station,
here's what it
and
is.
then you can see we will conduct a number of the
Yeah,
experiments.
like you said here, it looks a little cloudy.
And this
Agreed.
time we will also
You,
do some
it's
of
it
the
looks a little
experiments
cloudy,
for
but
the embryo,
but
and we are
as
also
long it's not that kind of
bringing in some of
very
the
as
rats
long it's not the
embryos
kind
and
of
also some
bad
of the
weather,
artificial
especially with the
embryos.
anvil
And this
anvil
also
cloud
can help
formation.
us
As long
to
it's not that kind of
analyze and do some of
formation,
the
I suppose
research
the
of the
mission
embryo in
will
the
will still
space
go for the flight.
conditions.
And yeah,
And
for
this
this
will
one,
also help us
it
to
should
lay a
have
solid
been
foundation
around
for
T
people
minus.
to survive
Yeah,
inside of the
so we
space
can see on
station.
the countdown is
And this
T
time
minus
we will
four
also to
minutes
bring in
mark
some of the
before the launch.
silicon solar
Yeah, I agree.
batteries
At least not
into the
umbilical
space.
clouds.
And actually
Here's what it is, Starship.
the thickness is very low. It's about like 80
Yeah.
millimeters. And
Oh,
now we
okay,
would
okay,
like
okay,
to
okay. So you
bring
can
in
see
some of the solar
the
panels
solar
into
panels or solar
the
arrays.
space station.
Okay,
And the
okay.
reason why we want to bring in some of the solar batteries into the space is want to verify the conditions to see whether it can adding to support more power supply into the China space stations. Because in the future, we will continue to send more satellites and also the spacecraft into this space station. That means that we need to make sure that the batteries and also the power supply system is working in the China space
Okay.
station. And
So
third,
T
we will
minus three
also
minutes
to
and
bring in
on
some
the
of the
countdown,
monitor devices to monitor the greenhouse
mark T minus
gases
3 minutes.
so that we can monitor the carbon emissions from the space. So actually, this time for the Tianzhou 10 cargo spacecraft,
Okay, so
actually
the
bringing
temperature
in
right now is
some of the
26.9 degrees
space
Celsius.
science
Okay, what?
samples, so it
Uh,
can also
why
contribute some of
they
the
skip
wisdoms
around
of
the
China
weather
for the
stuff?
human beings
But
to explore
in general,
deeper space.
it should have go for the launch. Yeah, T
So
minus three
from the
minutes
screen, now
Mhm.
you can see the
and counting.
complex with the Tianzhou 10 cargo spacecraft and
Okay,
together with the
but in my
Long March
system clock
7Y11
right
carrier
now, it's
rocket
less than T
is
minus two
about
minutes
to
before the
launch.
launch. We shall
So
be
my
ready
colleague
in.
Wang Xiaodan, she is on site. So now I would like
Okay,
to turn to my colleague Xiaodan.
and also to give.
So right now we are
Okay, T
actually in
minus
the
two
headquarters
minutes.
for the
Get
launch
ready in.
center.
Mark T minus two
So
minutes
now you
before the
can see
launch.
this is the control center. We are only
Okay,
like two
so to
minutes
give you a
away
little bit
from
of
the launch
idea, the
of
dimension
the
of
Long
the
March
Tianzhou
7Y11 carrier rocket.
spacecraft, which is
So
based
now
from
you
the
can see the launch tower is ready.
Tiangong prototype spacecraft. Okay, that one has
So right now we are glad to be
the
joined
height of
by an expert
10.6
from the
meters
China
by
Space
the
Agency
dimension of
to
3.35
mystery to tell us more about the
meters of
launch. So
diameters.
first of all, can you tell us
Okay,
more about the condition
and
of the carrier rocket?
and
So
yeah,
at
it
this
does
stage,
have
I would say all the systems
two
are
solar panels
checked
as well
and
with
ready for the
the
launch.
antenna as well, in case you
As you
want to know.
just seen from the screen.
Okay, so that's it.
So
And by
now you
now,
can see
nothing's
for all
to
of the
matter for
vapors, they
now
have
talking
been
about this one. But
vanished because the
just to give you a
propellant
little bit of
has
quick
been
rundown,
filled
this
completely.
all of the rocket stages here is the Carolox propellant, which the
So the next step,
hydrogen,
now we are
sorry,
just
liquid
hearing the
oxygen,
instructions
sorry,
that is the
liquid
1 minute
oxygen as the
countdown.
oxidizer, and the super refined kerosene, the rocket propellant one, as the fuel itself. That one contains little to no lead contamination to
So
ensure
please
the
stay tuned
rocket
with
engines
us.
can be ignited safely and
So
to ensure
for
it's
the
not going
different
to have
layers,
some kind of wet kind of
and
contamination
pretty
that
soon
will
for some of the swing
damage the rocket
arm
engines as
will
well.
be
So
opened.
yeah, coming up on launch. So yeah, get ready in Starship. Yeah, get ready. Okay, by now we shall see the launch
So
tower.
for
Some
some
of
of
it
the
should have
mechanical
been
work has
retracted
been
by
done.
now. Okay, okay, looks like we hear a little bit there. Okay, here's
And later on, so we will also check some of the systems and also to collect the data from the carrier rocket.
okay, and looks
So
like
we
we
will
have
see
the
that for
last
all of the
retract
conditions are
here.
met for the
Okay, you
ignition.
can see last
Please stay
launch
tuned with
tower
us. Now you can
retract.
see the swing arm is working
Yeah, sorry. That one
with
is the
our
swing arm.
preset
Launch swing arm has
procedures.
already retracted here and getting ready in as the
So
launch will
right
be
now you can
commenced.
see
Yeah.
for the carrier
And yeah,
rocket
correct,
is
Starship,
fully
it retracted
readied for
finally.
the launch.
And as you can see, this is the
It is
engineering
waiting
camera
for the
view.
ignition.
Um, okay, this
So
one
from the
from the top
ignition
to
to the
bottom of
lift
the
off
rocket
is
of the
about we have like a
Long March
6.3
7, also known
seconds interval.
in Chinese, is the
Yes, indeed. For the
Changzheng
ignition, we have to
7
ensure
as well.
that the safety of the
Oh,
launch.
so
Now we are hearing the
this
countdown of the
designation
liftoff.
is the Y11, flight 11. Get ready.
Ignition.
Okay, ignition. Get ready in. Okay, water garden sound suppression system has start, ignition, and liftoff from the Wenchang space launch site from the launch complex 2201, launching of the Long March 7, carrying the Tianzhou 10 to the Tiangong space station for the cargo resupply mission. We with the 6.3 nearly 6.3 metric tons that carries a lot of essential stuff on board, and also with one space space exercise treadmill, and also with the another EVA suits, extravehicular activity suits, and you can see is
Now
the
we can see that for the Long March
onboard
7 carrier
rocket camera
rocket has
there.
been
Oh no,
ignited
why
and
we are
also
back again?
has carried
So
the
yeah,
Tianzhou
just
10
like you
cargo
said,
spacecraft.
Starship
And also for the
liftoff.
3 technauts
And
in the
here we
space
go,
station, they will also
another optical
closely
tracking
monitor
view.
the situation of the launch of the Long March
Okay,
7
you can
carrier
see there.
rocket. And also we are
You can
hearing
see
some of the report from
there
the
there's
Aerospace Control
practically
Center. We can
okay.
see that for all
By
the
now should
parameters
be
is normal.
supersonic
So we have a
and should
very
be max Q, which
special
is maximum
procedures. That
aerodynamic
is the
pressures
procedure turning
fully
of the
exerted
space
on the rocket itself. The peak
the carrier
mechanical stress,
rocket.
that one is very important. If it doesn't pass that
The
stages,
most important
it will
part
destroy
is to
the not
set
only the
our
rockets
some
but
of
also the
the
payloads inside
cargo
uh,
spacecraft into the preset
payload
orbit.
framing as well. And as you can see, as the result of the complex hydrocarbon burning out,
So we have to
you can
ensure
see
that the
the color
speed
of the orange red color
of
there.
the carrier rocket.
That's
So
how it looks like.
when the carrier
And as it
rocket is
almost
lifting,
going to the space,
it has
as you can
to
see, as the
turn
atmospheric
in a
pressure
programmed
of
maneuver.
our planet Earth, it's no longer, it's almost
So
no,
with this
almost
maneuver and the turn,
gradually
it can
almost no longer
satisfy our
influence
needs
the
and the requirements
rocket
for the
exhaust
speed. So
flames there,
actually, for the
shape there.
trajectory of
As you
the
can see,
carrier
it's
rocket,
going
it does not
expanding and
follow a
expanding
straight line.
almost to the infinity, basically to the limits where the rocket flames will go. So
During
yeah,
the maneuvering, the carrier rocket will change its position,
yeah, coming out on Biko,
and in the
and yeah,
end,
take my
it
way
can
or the
send
highway,
the Tianzhou 10 cargo
lift
spacecraft
off
into the
on time,
preset
not like the
orbit.
competitors. I'm not
So
sure
now we
because
will see
sometimes
that this is the core part of the carrier rocket.
sometimes the launch delay can happen as well, but that's pretty typical, pretty normal. So,
So
but
from this
anyways,
area, we can see the
hello, take
separation
my
of the
way and or the
boosters.
highway. Hello and welcome to the stream.
So I can
You are
see
currently
one
watching
detail
the Long
is the
March
change
7
of
rocket
the
launches
location
carrying the
of the
Tianzhou 10
carrier
cargo
rocket.
resupply spacecraft, and as
Right
you can
now, you
see,
can see
is
the
the
separation of the boosters.
strap-on boosters separation after the engine cut off on Miko, the booster engine cut off, and main engine cut off, Miko. And second
So for the
engine
Long March 7 carry
start
rocket, now you can see
SES
for the booster
SES
separation
start
is
here.
very fast.
And yeah, Biko confirm.
Now
Main
this
engine
the second tier of
cutoff
the
also
rocket will take
confirm.
over the
And
wing.
here is the pellet fairings in the inside of it.
So for the seventh tier of the rocket, you
Okay,
have like a
and get
four
ready in for the
engines.
separation. Okay, and we have separations of the pellet fairing
Now it is the
of the pellet
separation of
fairing.
the
We have
fairing.
pellet fairing jettisons here, which
So
now
right
exposes
now for the
the
carry rocket
Tianzhou
already
10
coming to the
spacecraft
110
uh,
kilometers
to the space environment,
into the
especially to
atmosphere.
the space radiation as well. Yeah, and also, like you said,
In
take
the
my way. It's
atmosphere,
perfect
when we are
separation so
having
far.
this like fairing, it
Perfect
can help us
so
to
far.
protect the
So far, so
Tianzhou-10
good on this
cargo
mission. And this
spacecraft.
is what you see right now. On the left side is the camera onboard view.
So on
Okay,
the left side,
and
it is
the
some of the real-time footage
right
from
side
the
is the inside the
spacecraft.
Tiangong space station of the Shenzhou 20/22 crew. Okay, as, and
So
for your
actually, from the
information,
left side,
Shenzhou
it seems
20
like
is
a still
the
picture,
or
but still
Shenzhou
it is
21
actually like
crew, something like that.
rising in a very fast speed.
Yeah, that's why I
So
said
right now,
Starship.
the
Why
second
is it
tier of
about the
the carry
competitors?
rocket is
I don't
actually carrying the
understand.
Tianzhou-10
I mean, like
cargo
it's
spacecraft
normal.
continue
Sometimes
to
things happens, you know.
accelerating and head
It
to
is what it
the
is when you think
crescent orbit. So
about the
on the
mission.
right side, now you can see
It's pretty
inside of
typical,
the
pretty normal.
Tianzhou
It happens on the rocket launches, but
module, and now
yeah,
we have
it is
like
what
the
it is.
three tachonauts. They follow
Okay,
closely about the launch of
and
the Long March 7 carry
what
rocket.
is it we
So
can
for
observe?
the
Okay,
Tianzhou-10 cargo
so rather than
spacecraft, it will carry
okay,
6.2
so
tons of the uplink
what I'm
cargo,
going to say.
and also
Okay,
it will
so
get
also
some of
also
the daily
from
necessities
what
to
you can
support the
see
technolabs
from what you
daily,
have
and
seen
also they
like
will
a
bring
few
in
minutes
some of
ago
the
on the how do I say
scientific samples
on
into the space.
before it
So,
actually reaches
according
the
to the
supersonic
latest
or
information, the Tianzhou
around
10
the
cargo
Mach zero point
spacecraft
0.5, the
currently the world's most
subsonic,
capable
usually
active
the
cargo
rocket engines
spacecraft in terms of the cargo transport capacity and the comprehensive
throttled down
in-orbit support capability.
to around 60%, or it could be
So this
a
also
little
poses
bit
a lot
more
of challenge
depending on
for the
the
capability
first
of the
stage
Long
and
March
also
7 carrier
the
rocket.
booster
As we
engine
all talk
capabilities
about
as
that,
well,
for the
how much
Tianzhou-10
it can
cargo
be throttled down.
spacecraft
And then
will be
once
docked with the
it finally
China
reaches
space
to the
station.
max Q,
So
maximum
for the
aerodynamic
Long March
pressure,
7 carrier rocket,
once
we
it
have
already
to
reaches that peak
follow
mechanical
a
stress,
very
eventually the
precise
rocket engines can
orbit. So
gradually
in
or
order to
can
ensure the precision,
instantly ramp up again
so
back to
at the front
100%.
end, when we
And
are
this is what you
designing
can
the
see
carrier rocket, the Long March 7,
on
so we
the
have done
left
a
side
lot of homework.
is the
And
Tiangong,
first of all, we have
is the
improved some of the
Tianzhou
technical
10 cargo
parameters.
spacecraft, and on the right side is
And also, we have a
is
very
the upper
advanced
stage,
technology to
second
design the
stage. If I
carrier
remember,
rocket.
there is four
And also,
engines
we are
there,
also using the Beidou 3
but
navigation
the
system
first two
equipped
sets
inside of the carrier
will be
rocket.
shut down, and then
It can help us to
full
better
shutdown of
monitor the
the second
speed of the
engine
carrier rocket
stages
and
there.
also to ensure
And
the
yeah, just like you said, Starship,
precision of the
stock
carrier
space still
rocket.
working on Nova rocket. Yeah,
So
I,
that is
I'm
from the
I'm actually
navigation aspect.
excited to
And
see
also for the Long March 7
how
carrier
it's actually
rocket, in order to improve the payload efficiency,
going to go as time goes
later
by.
on, actually, you
So
can
yeah,
see it.
I'm going to watch on
As I
the
just
Nova
mentioned,
rocket
that we have
stock
like a
space.
four engines
SpaceX and
equipped
NASA
with the
have
Long
many
March
failures
7 carrier rocket.
compared to the Chinese space program.
So
That's a
we
little bit
will
of
turn
stretch, you
off
know.
the two engines first, and then we will continue to
If you
use
even
the other
see it,
two engines
other
to
space programs as well,
propel the carrier
does
rocket.
have
We
how do I
want
say
to
does have
save
the
some
equal
of
amount
the
of
energies
failures here and
for the
there,
operation
successful
of the
launches
Long March
here and there.
7
I
carrier
mean,
rocket.
is what it is, you know. It's like at least for the rocket launches,
So with our plan,
it can be like sort
it
of like
can
a
help
tit
us
for
to
tat
ensure the accuracy
success
of the trajectory of
success
the
failure
operation of
success
the Long
failure.
March
I mean,
7
it's pretty
carrier rocket.
typical, but to say that that's pretty stretch, you know, that's a pretty out of stretch kind of reality. Yeah,
And pretty soon we're about to turn off the
but
second stage engine.
speaking about the Nova rocket, if I like that kind of rocket,
As I just
I
mentioned
can
that
say
for the second stage
the reason
engine,
is
we
that it's
have
more
like
like on the
four
not only
engines
it's
altogether. For
extending
the two
extending the capabilities
engines, also at the beginning
of the
stage, it
current
will
reusable rocket,
give
but
more the
also at the
propelling.
same time, if I remember, is basically Okay, coming
And
up,
for the
get ready for
two
the first
Hainan
set of the
engines,
second engine cut
it
off to
will
be
ensure the
comments,
location and also the precision
or maybe we'll see or maybe we'll
of
see
the altitude of
full
the
second
carrier
engine cut
rocket.
off. We will see that soon.
And this can
Let's get
also
ready.
help to balance the carrier
Yeah, and
rocket
sorry, a
inside
little
the
bit of
orbit.
raspy voice what I'm doing here.
This can
Plus I'm a little
ensure
bit
the
of tired, so
stability of the
it is what it
flight
is, I
of the
guess.
Long March 7 carrier rocket.
So yeah,
And also we can adjust the position of the carrier rocket according to our needs. So
okay.
as to send the
So
Tianzhou-10 cargo
let's
spacecraft
see
into the
what's going to come up next.
preset orbit. Now we can see the three tachonauts, they follow closely about
Okay,
the live
so
coverage of the
get
launch of
ready
the
in.
Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft.
So far, it's only just showing the
Because
Tianzhou 10
for the
and also
CSS,
the
they are
crew
waiting
inside
for the
the
new member of
Tiangong
the Tianzhou-10
space
cargo
station.
spacecraft
But the
into
rest of it,
their home.
we don't have any
And
idea
actually,
so
they are
far
seeing
what's
the
happening on
same
the second
footages with
engine there.
us.
Will it properly fully cut off, or will it be
So right
like I
now we
said
can see we
previously,
have a very
going to be
advanced
the
communication
first two sets will be shut
advantages.
down, and then followed by another two sets which will be commenced
Now we
the
hear the
okay.
announcement that
So
is
looks
to
like the
turn
first two
off
sets has
the
already shut down.
second
The first two
stage
sets has
engine.
already shut down. Two out of four rockets engines on the second stage has already shut down. This one is actually to ensure the precise
So now the payload
orbital
engines
insertion, and another two sets
has been
has
turned
already
off
shut down, and
as
finally
well.
the
Now it is the
Tianzhou 10
separation of the
cargo
spacecraft
resupply
and the
spacecraft
carrier
has finally
rocket, with
separated
the
from the
separation of the cargo
upper
spacecraft
stage.
and the carrier
So looks like
rocket.
the mission
Now
has
you
already
can see
complete
the cargo
very well,
spacecraft has
and
been
we
sent
shall
into
see
the
soon.
orbit.
Yeah,
Now we are
just like
waiting for the
Starship says
unfolding
here,
of the
Sequel
solar panel.
confirmed, second engine cutoff
Thank you very much
confirmed.
for your
After another two
explanation.
sets
Back to the studio.
of the engines has already shut down. First with the two out of
Alright, thank
four,
you very
and then
much
later on
for your
4 out of 4
introduction.
rocket engines has already shut down.
Right now, we are
And
continue
by
our
now
live
we will
coverage.
ready
Now we
for
are
the
follow
Tianzhou 10 cargo resupply
the
spacecraft to
launch
be
of the
finally
Tianzhou
deployed
10 cargo
of
spacecraft launch
its
and also the
solar
Long March
array,
7 carrier
which
rocket.
will
So
deploy
the
two
ignition is
solar
at the time of
array panels there.
8:13 a.m. this
Okay, and
morning.
Starship
So
says
right now
here
you can see some
mission
of the
success. So
footages
yeah,
from the
looks
Tianzhou 10
like
cargo
as of
spacecraft.
now
We
mission
have seen
success,
like just the
and
separation of
we
the
might
carrier
see
rocket and the
the
cargo spacecraft.
signal
So
acquisition
the
of the
Long March
Tianzhou
7 carrier rocket
10
has completed its work.
to be
Now we
commenced
are
as well.
waiting for
Get
the
ready in.
unfolding of the solar panel.
Okay.
So we are waiting for more information from the Tianzhou 10 cargo spacecraft. So for the Tianzhou 10 cargo spacecraft, after it enter
Okay,
into
get ready in.
the orbit,
And
it will have
fortunately,
a
we still have
3-hour
onboard
docking
rocket
with the
cameras
space station.
from the front
That is
side,
a 3-hour plan. So why we
facing the
want to
payload side.
achieve the 3-hour
So fortunately, with
faster
that,
rendezvous
we might
and
actually will
docking.
see
So after the
the solar
separation,
panel
we
will
have to
be
adjust
deployed
the
as well.
orbit to
Get
ensure
ready.
that the cargo spacecraft can
Okay,
come
that left side is
close
the animation, how it
to the
looks
space
like,
station.
especially
So just
to
like
the
the two
docking,
athletes, they are running on the same
how it's
track.
going to
So first
be
of all, we
dock,
have to make sure that the cargo spacecraft
how the
can be
docking will
docked
be.
precisely to the docking
Okay, and
space
as you can see
that
on the
has
right
been
side is the
set in
deployment of
the
the
China space station.
Tianzhou
So
10 solar
precision is the
arrays, and
key.
looks like the solar
And then
array
we'll learn
deployment has
to
already completed as well,
reduce the
and
docking
awaiting
time
for the
so
solar
that we can
panel
save some
to
of
be
the
finally
energy.
oriented to be finally oriented
So
to the
right now
sun,
for the
or
Tianzhou
or
cargo
basically sun
spacecraft, we
oriented
have like testing
orientation
like different
is ongoing,
hours.
and looks like
And
it.
actually for the Tianzhou 5 cargo spacecraft,
Okay.
the docking can be completed within like 2 hours, which is the fastest in the world.
Yeah, just like Starship says here,
However,
solar
I think
panel
that for
deployment
the Tianzhou 10,
confirmed.
considering the
And you can see
complexity
there
of the
on
payload, so
the
now we would like to choose
another
another
right side,
three
with the mini
hour
right side there,
plan.
is
So
the
for the
view of
3-hour
our
plan
planet
is
Earth.
much
Pretty
more
majestic view. Okay,
effective
now
compared
finally
to the 6-hour
zoom in
plan.
here.
And
Majestic
also we
view
can
of our
ensure the
planet Earth
safety
as the
of
black
the docking of
backdrop,
the cargo
as you can see
spacecraft
there.
to the space
And
station.
on the second stage engine, the
So
upper
right
stage
now we'll
engine, usually
continue to follow
after
the
the
mission
missions
of the launch of
finally
the
complete,
Tianzhou-10
usually
cargo spacecraft.
by
And
default,
just now we're seeing that the
the
solar
current practice
panel
this day,
has been successfully
the propellant
unfolded.
dumping not only
That means
should
that
have
the
been done, but also
Tianzhou-10
stage
cargo
preservation. So by the
spacecraft
time
will
it
enter
finally
into
re-enters
the
back into
autonomous
the Earth,
operation.
usually it will re-enter around the Point Nemo, aka
Now you can see it
around
is
the
quite soft and
uh,
quite light for the solar
imaginary
panel,
patches of
just
the
like a
Pacific
badminton bat.
Ocean where there is no living beings there,
So for
no
such a
islands,
solar
no
panel, you
civilization
can
and
see it
whatnot.
can
So
absorb
basically
enough
that's going to
energy
be it.
to help with the following work for the cargo spacecraft. So right now you can see that for the 3 tachonauts, they are looking forward to receiving the new member, the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft.
Yeah, so here's what it is.
So for the cargo spacecraft, they will bring in more like supplies into the space station. Because this time we all know that for the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft,
Okay,
that they
so
will bring in more propellant and
so
also
it,
they will
it is
bring
what
in
it is.
special
Looks
payload
like the
equipment
mission
such
has
as the new
already should be good.
extravehicular spacesuit, and
And
also it
also
will
the
bring in
antenna
some
should have
of the
already been
fresh
deployed by now.
fruit, and also they will
And by
bring
now
in
we are
some
still
of the meat,
looking, we are
the
still watching.
steak,
Okay,
and
if
the
there's
wings,
anything.
and also it will help to improve the convenience and also the comfort for the tachonauts. Now from the
Yeah,
left
and
side,
also I
we
forgot
can
to mention
see
that
the Tianzhou-10, the
usually
cargo
by default,
spacecraft, is
whenever
actually
you go to the space,
entering into
you
the
become
preset
that space
orbit.
person. Usually, you can be called as
So we
astronaut.
say that this
Astronaut
morning
as
everything is on
internationally
track.
defined, you will be called as
So
astronaut.
we are
But
waiting
some nations
for
sometimes they have their own calls as well.
the last
For
minutes and
example, you
also the
see on
announcement
China,
of the
they call
successful
themselves as
launch
taikonaut,
of the mission.
and for
So
the
after the separation of the carrier
Russian
rocket
side,
and the spacecraft, now you can see that for the
they call
Tianzhou-10
themselves
cargo
cosmonaut.
spacecraft is
So
coming nearer
that's
to the
basically from
China space
what I can
station.
tell, three
And this time we are
designation
choosing the 3-hour
what people
plan.
would actually call.
In the
China
past,
will go with
we are
the
testing
taikonaut,
like different
Russia
plans.
will go with
We test
cosmonaut,
the
and
6.5-hour plan, but for
internationally not
Tianzhou-5,
just
it
restricted
complete the
to
faster
US to
rendezvous and the
America. It's
docking
basically
within like
internationally as
2
well.
hours.
You will be called
But
as astronaut. That's basically
we still
how it's
think
being
that in
called
terms of the
here and there.
reliability and the security,
So yeah,
a
and
3-hour
we
plan
are still
is more
looking in.
effective and reliable. So this time we're also using the 3-hour plan. So about at the noon time, we will say that for the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft will be successfully docked with the China space station.
Yeah, but at that time, I don't expect
So right now you can see
we
that
might see
the
any kind
solar
of
panel has been
docking event.
unfolded.
Yeah, usually other than this kind of launch event and whatnot, usually by default, from what I can
So this
tell,
time,
China
for
usually
the cargo spacecraft,
doesn't stream
actually carrying like
the
key
docking of the
payloads.
spacecraft. And also, if I remember,
And
usually doesn't go with the
the total weight is over
but that's basically
280
in my recent mind. Usually they don't
kilograms.
stream this kind of
And this will help us to
docking
do
event
some of the
because,
liquid physics
well,
and
it's what it
also a
is.
lot of the
But
scientific
even then,
experiments
even
in the space. As you just
from my
mentioned that
experience
in
as
the
well,
Tianzhou 5
most
cargo
of the people, from
spacecraft,
what I can tell,
it
not
completed
really
the
100% care
fast
about
rendezvous
the
and
docking part.
the
But
docking within 2 hours.
it's not
However,
necessarily too bad. I
considering
don't know,
all the factors, we think that
but I
three
guess it is what
hour
it
is
is,
more
you know.
steady for us.
And
So now we are
okay,
coming back to
we're still looking in.
the launch center, and also one of the
Okay,
experts
so
and the leaders will
this
make the
will be the
announcement.
official announcement from the administrator there.
Dear
We
leaders,
shall see here.
experts, comrades. According to the flight data and the report from the
Okay,
Long
let's
March
hear it.
7 carrier rocket, as well as the information from the Beijing Aerospace Control Center, the Tianzhou-10 cargo spacecraft has been sent into the preset orbit. The solar panel has been unfolded and is functioning well. Now I declare the launch mission is a complete success. Thank you.
Okay, so basically the mission has already declared as officially successful for this mission. The Tianzhou 10 cargo cargo resupply
All right,
spacecraft has
once
already
again, we are
done
seeing the
its
red
job.
screen. So
So
we are seeing that we
now
have
it's
a very
on the
successful
way to
launch
the
of the Tianzhou
Tiangong
10
space
cargo
station,
spacecraft.
or
Now we would
sometimes
like to
people will call
review
this
the
China
whole
space station,
ignition
whatever you want to call it,
procedures
but
of the
it's what it
Tianzhou
is.
10 cargo spacecraft.
Okay, and basically that's the only part thing, and this is what we are looking. We shall look at the launch replay. Okay. So yeah, congratulations. Many more successes ahead. So yeah, I mean, any rocket launches, anything as long it's successful, you'll be happy. So so it is what it is. And another launch replay as well. This is where the sound suppression water garden system start, ignition of the uh, Long March 7, and that one another view from the camera aboard. Uh, Not aboard. It's more like just side attached to the launch gantry there, and then later on going to the cloud. As you can see, that's how it's done. And then this is one is the booster strap on booster separation after the booster engine cut off, and then later on with the main engine cut off on the first stage, and then that one. Okay, the first set and second set of the um, upper stage finally cut off. And then that one is the Tianzhou 10 cargo resupply spacecraft deployment. And then this one eventually is the two solar array panels finally deployed. Okay, and this one is the CGI, the computer generated images,
Dear
even though
viewers,
that
this
one,
morning the Tianzhou 10 cargo
okay,
spacecraft launch mission
even then,
has been a success at about noon. So for the
okay,
Tianzhou 10 cargo
so
spacecraft
basically
will
already
be
success.
docked with the China space station, and also the
Okay,
Shenzhou-21 crew will also receive the latest cargo. Please stay tuned with us. We will bring you the latest.
okay, so I believe that's it. The stream. Okay, another launch replay as well. You can see this one happens around 22 minutes ago. Okay, 22 minutes ago. I'm correct there. Looking from my system clock countdown. Not clock countdown. What I'm talking about? My from my computer system clock. Looks like 22 plus minutes ago. Okay, that one is the Long March 7. Just in case you want to know. All of the rocket stages there is the Carolox propellant. Liquid oxygen is the oxidizer, and then the super refined kerosene, rocket propellant one, as the fuel for this for the whole rocket stages. And that's basically
So
why.
this is some of the review of the launch missions. Now you can see that for the Long March 7, carrier rocket has been sent Tianzhou 10 cargo spacecraft. Now you can see the ignition has been completed, and also we will follow the conditions of the Long March 7
Okay,
carrier
and that
rocket.
one is
Now
the
we are hearing some of the
supersonic, and then
reports, and
eventually
we
max
can
Q
see
there.
that for some of
Okay,
the
you can see
parameters
just
has
a little
been
bit there,
running
and already max Q
normal.
on the
And
launch
also we are just like going
23
through some
plus
of
minutes
the
ago.
program turning of the Long March 7 carrier rocket. So when the rocket is rising, the most important thing is to send out of
Okay,
all of these like payloads into the preset orbit. That is to send the Tianzhou 10, the cargo spacecraft,
okay,
into the preset orbit. That means that we have to ensure that the speed
okay. So I guess
and
probably that's
during the
it.
rising of the carrier rocket,
Okay, but this
so
one
it
is
have to
just a little bit
follow
launch
the
review,
design
in case you
of
want
the
to know.
orbit, and also in a certain
And you can see there,
precision it
the is
have to make the
what
turns.
happens around almost
With
24
the
minutes
programmed
ago is the
turns, it can meet
pitch.
the requirements of the
It's
speed.
mostly a pitch and yaw, but
So
roll is
actually for
just
the carrier
slightly there
rocket, it will not like for
on
a
the
straight
program already
trajectory.
completed few tenths of
So it
minutes
has
ago.
been accelerating, and also you
Okay,
have to change the
or
position of the
basically
carrier
24 minutes
rocket.
ago, like that.
So when it change its location, it will change its speed.
And
Then it
as you
can
can
send
see,
the
as it
Tianzhou
goes
10
into the
cargo
space
spacecraft into
environment,
the preset
as the
orbit.
Earth's atmosphere almost no longer can contain the rocket flames, it's going expanding and expanding as well. And that's basically the rocket flames, rocket exhaust flame. Usually, it will expand practically to the infinity in paper, basically like that. As long, how do I say, as long the rocket engines flames, as long the rocket exhaust flames, it's still going to the maximum, to the limit. That's basically how much will it expand. Okay, okay. So that's it. That's it from me. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching that. And yeah, that one is from the CG10 live stream. And the launch of the Tianzhou 10 cargo resupply spacecraft has already been commenced successfully. Launches on board the Long March 7 rocket. Okay, and the missions was declared has already declared as successful by the how do I say, by the spaceport administration as well. So already declared as successful, and it's now on the journey ahead to the Tiangong space station. And then at that point, usually it's around. Usually the docking will happen, but we are not going to see it live. Usually it is what it is, uh, but but that's it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And for the next stream, that I can tell a little bit. Yeah, the next one it will be the stream. Sorry, what am I even doing? Okay, the next one it will be. Let me see. Yeah, it lost the live text here. Okay, it will be the NRL 172. That one will happen less than 24 hours from now. Yeah, this one is adjusted to the local time here. UTC +8, Universal Time Coordinate +8 hours ahead of it. Yeah, because I'm from Sarawak, from Borneo, so we are 8 hours ahead of the UTC time. Okay, this will be launched at least on my local time here. Will be on 12th May 2026 on Tuesday at 6:28 a.m. But it could have opened a little bit here as well up until what. But just to give you a little bit of update, NRL 172, if you want to know, the design is basically, let's just say it's sort of like the modified Starlink. It has some kind of capabilities here and there, but it's basically like spy satellite, the spy reconnaissance satellite for NRO, the National Reconnaissance Office, practically like that. If I remember, the one of the notable changes is that it utilizes a lot of the laser interlink, how do I say, laser interlink communication between the NROL spacecraft as well. So no doubt it could have been a little bit more inside it. It could have been, I don't know, maybe 30 plus, 20 plus Starlink V2 mini modified satellite inside it. And then later on, 2 days from now, it will be this cargo resupply spacecraft, SpaceX 34 mission, the CRS 34. We will see this soon as well. It will be using the Cargo Dragon spacecraft. Basically, let's just say Cargo Dragon and also Crew Dragon. At this point, in terms of the design from the outside, it doesn't changes too much. Okay, but just to give you a little bit of update as well, to give you more insight. If I remember, this is the only cargo resupply spacecraft, from what I can tell, in the world that actually can be reused multiples of times. So yeah, it's already reflown how many flights. By this mission, it will be the 6th flight of it. Not bad. Okay, and then later on, Juku 2E. I don't know if they will stream this, but I really hope they will do at some point, because I remember they actually did stream about this one like few months ago. So maybe, maybe never say never. Sometimes they can give a little bit of surprise, you know. And as well here, as well with the Kinetica one, usually no stream, but who knows? Maybe if they decided they want to stream, never say never. But I don't know if it's going to happen. But well, just keep ourselves open for the option. And for the Starship flight 12, yeah, it's on Saturday. I'm not sure if I even can cover this one. Maybe I can cover, maybe I don't, because yeah, just like I said, that I need to go to church, so I'm not 100% sure if I can even stream this one. Yeah, plus need to take account any possibilities if the launch delays will be so severe. They'll go with the 843. I don't know, who knows, because of the launch safety pre-check as well, that one can delay any rocket launches as well. And Global Star 2-R Mission 1 on Sunday at 50 p.m. here local time on 17 May 2026. Maybe I think we can also go with this at the same time. We shall see. We shall see that soon. 9 payloads with the total payloads 4,500 kilograms. So according to my calculation, it will be 500 kilograms each for the satellite constellation here. Okay, so so it is good, and I guess that's it. And then for the whole, yeah, and also for the whole new week as well, we might also go with this Long March 8 launches. This one, I believe, mostly will be manifested in terms of the unofficial live stream, prominently from the space land. So we might see that soon, or maybe not. We don't know. Anything can happen. If there's live stream, I'll bring you guys the live stream as well. And and you can see Starlink, but mostly I just don't bother stream too much of this. Yeah, because why not? Maybe I'll do this in few months from now. We shall see. And then after that will be the Vega C rocket, which the Avio, also the manufacturer of this rocket, will for the first time will take responsibility for this mission, for this SMILE mission. Okay, which stands for Solar Wind Magnetosphere Ionosphere Link Explorer. This is a planned joint venture mission between the European Space Agency (ESA) and also the Chinese Academy of Space (CAS). So basically, we are going to see that soon as well. We might see that. And for this demo flight of the South Korean ADD Solid Fuel SLV, I'm not 100% sure if there's anyone, especially Korean, might go with the camera viewpoint, the unofficial live stream. I don't know if anyone will do that, but never say never. Okay, and also in case you want to know, ADD stands for Agency for Defense Development. So basically, it's just already it's basically a military orbital rocket and also satellite launches as well. And also next will be the there's a little bit of advanced rocket launches after that. Yeah, for the whole and also for another launches, it will be the GSLV Mark II. Yeah, GSLV Mark II, which will be launching the EOS 05 GSAT 1A. This one is the geo-imaging satellite, basically a dual purpose basically it will be a dual Earth observation satellite, dual purpose Earth observation satellites, both for the civilian and also for the military purposes as well. Pretty typical. Okay, this one will be launching on Thursday 21 May 2026 on my local time here, UTC plus 8 hours. Will it will be around 11:15 a.m. But anything can happen. Delay can happen as well. So that's also subject to delays, just like every rocket launches. And also Viva la Strix launch number 9 for the Rocket Labs Electron rocket. Okay, this one will be launching on Friday, 22nd of May 2026 on 5:30 p.m. here, local time, UTC +8. And then later on will be, okay, Starlink Group, then Dash 31, Amazon Leo LA07. Not sure if it's going to go with the 22 of May 2026, but well, we'll see. And the last launch should be for the closing launch of the May 2026 will be the Long March 7A, basically an extended, basically with the third stages, upper stage extended. You can see the design is a little bit of lengthened there with the third stage. Okay, this one also will be launching from the same site as well, with the launch site that we saw earlier on. Okay, this one will be planned for 27th of May 2026 on Wednesday at 12 a.m. basically on midnight, local time here, UTC +8. Okay, and I guess that's it. And also another one as well, Long March 6A, but this is not something we will see on tomorrow, 7:55 p.m. here. Okay, on 12th of May 2026, Tuesday. Okay, so I guess that's it. That's it, everybody. Yeah, Princess. Yeah, hello, Princess Kite. Welcome. Docking in 3 hours. Not 100% sure, but could be. But let me see. It could be, yeah. When it will dock. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure when it will be docking. Could be. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just like you said here. Just like you said here, Princess, looks like they will, Tianzhou 10 would be docking to the Tiangong space station around less than 3 hours from now. So yeah, I can confirm that. So thank you. So yeah, thank you, Princess Kite, for coming into this stream. Maybe I will call you Princess from now. I don't know. maybe that's the only best thing. So thank you. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Princess Kite, and you're awesome as well. Awesome as well. Yeah. Yeah, anytime. Thank you. So yeah. Thank goodness you have also coming to the stream. I don't know if you're tuning in from the earlier on, but you can also watch this on replay as well. So no problem as well. So thank you so much, Princess, and thank you to Starship and also Launch as well for coming to the stream. And also thank you, Tech My Way, for your comment. Yeah. And also for the and also thank you everyone for watching the stream, everybody. I'm a little bit of tired, so why not I can end the stream. It's almost 9 a.m. here by now, so probably I would like to have some breakfast as well. So yeah, much appreciated. Thank you, Princess Kite. Much appreciated as well. Thank you. So thank you so much everybody for watching. I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today for the launch of the Long March 7 rocket, carrying the Tiangong. Sorry, why I'm saying Tiangong? Maybe I got very confused with Tianzhou. Okay, carrying the Tianzhou 10, Tianzhou 10 cargo resupply spacecraft, right now on the way to the Tiangong space station, where it will be docking to the Tiangong space station around less than 3 hours from now. Okay, around 2 hours. Yeah, around 2 hours and let me see, 2 hours and 21 minutes from now. So we are going to see that. We are not going to see that kind of docking, but however, it is what it is. It should be fine. So thank you so much everybody for watching and take care. And thank you Princess as well. Thanks once again for coming into the stream and take care. Bye bye. And that's it. We've already end the stream. And yeah, I need I need to do a little bit of stretching I guess. And the most important thing is I need to get a bit of my breakfast as well. So thank you. We'll be we will be seeing you everyone here soon for tomorrow. So thank you. Bye bye. Oh, and speaking about which, what a funny what a funny Discord notification as well. Just on time when I want to do it, when I want to end the stream. What funny as well. Yeah. Yeah, see you soon. Mm, Princess. And take care. Let me see. And take care. All right. So that's it. Shall we actually end this stream? Because I'll do this right now. I cannot just stretch this forever. So yeah. Maybe let's go with this. Okay. Which I will do in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's end the stream. Bye bye.